What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to No Filter Chels. Very early in the morning out here in California. We just finished off a game here, 2-2, Newcastle United, Chelsea. Not going to make this review too long. It's very early, but the first half, man, was very, 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 very hard to watch. It just seemed like this team didn't really want to have the drive or determination to really go out there and try to get a result. I mean, Newcastle came out, like I said in my preview, came out with authority, came out physical. St. James's Park was up for it. Eddie Howe had these guys playing, understanding they lost the derby last weekend, and the last thing they wanted to do was come out in this game and start off slow. And, Anthony Gordon was their man of the match. Outside of Nick Woltemade scoring the 2 goals, Anthony Gordon, for me, was a consistent pest and a consistent threat on the press, on the counter press. And when he had possession of the ball, he had an assist today as well, drew fouls, gave Malo Gusto an issue in the game, man. In the first half, they were getting Boston midfield, and out of position players like Lewis Miley is outperforming Garnacho in the first half, outperforming Pedro Neto in the first half, and just outperforming literally everybody on the pitch. The only man out there that was really keeping us, afloat was Reece James. A captain's performance, which I will get to in the second part of this video about the second half. But to continue on about the first half, man, I mean, Newcastle were quick, direct, incisive, and physical. Played with emotion, with the right emotion, not just going into challenges trying to rile us up. No, they went out there and actually took the game to us. Like I was saying in the preview, we're going to have to be able to weather the storm in the first 15 to 20 minutes. And they got 2 goals in the first 20 minutes of the game. I mean, whatever is going on at the start of games is really starting to get concerning, to the point where if we're playing better quality teams higher up in the Premier League, like Man City, like Arsenal, we're going to get put away in the first half. And we can't continue to come out of the blocks like this, because when your manager puts his job on the line, essentially, over the past couple weeks, and the players continuously go out there in the first half and don't perform, it's going to look like the players don't want to play for him. So, again, the first half was just something where you cannot continue to play like this and expect results and expect to pick up points, especially away from home. If you're at the Bridge, the fans at the Bridge are going to get on you about the performance. They will let you know how they are feeling about what they are seeing. And for the most part, the traveling away fans, I'm sorry you guys had to see that in the first half. It's despicable. Imagine a guy like me waking up at 4:30 in the morning just to watch this shit in the morning. Like, you cannot continue to play like this in the first half. So, getting on to the second half of this game, whatever Enzo Maresca said at the half, what the fuck was that performance in the second half? It was fantastic. This is what I've been asking for. Be direct, be incisive, be quick, be dynamic, be unpredictable. My wingers finally woke up, and Pedro Neto and Garnacho, and they were being more direct. They were able, once they got that ball from midfield, they were able to drive at the fullbacks and force them to make a decision on what they're going to do. Then you started seeing Lewis Miley revert to form of him being a midfielder and not necessarily being a right fullback. He had a great game, by the way, but you started seeing, once we started actually getting more dynamic and more direct, Newcastle fell back and they weren't able to apply the same pressure because we were taking the game to them at that point. I said we should be able to be attacking on the counter. which is still true. I still think this team needs to be hitting on the counterattack a lot more, especially away from home where you know you're going to be soaking up a lot of pressure, not having possession of the ball for large chunks of the game. You need to be able to hit on the counter, and the quality that we have in attack, we should be able to do that. And we finally saw it. In the first goal, you know, Palmer receives the ball in a good half space, turns, gets by him, gets fouled. Reece James steps up, captain's performance. Steps up, lets Cole know, nah, bro, I got this. Watch this. Beautiful, beautiful free kick. I'm watching it with my girlfriend, and she said, it looks so effortless. It looks graceful. What a way to put it, right? Like, such a graceful player, such a technical player, such a leader that we need in this team. One of the few guys that has the know-how and the experience in this team to know, I can take the game by the scruff of the neck, and we're going to find a way to get back in this because we are better than what we are showing out there. To be this direct and to be this unpredictable in the second half is what I am asking for. So we move on to that second goal. Robert Sanchez gets the ball, I believe off a corner or a foul. Immediately looks up, sees João Pedro as one-on-one with Shao, a guy that I forgot to mention yesterday as another decent center back that they have. Takes a beautiful little flick, controls it with his head beautifully. Reminding me of Kaká against Manchester United back in 2007 in the Champions League, man. Takes a nice header, makes the defender slip in a sense. Beautiful second touch, beautiful third touch, slots it into that bottom corner. And it's like, this is the João Pedro I want to see. This is the ruthlessness that I want to see from my center forward. Like, this is what I want to see. It reminded me of Nicholas Anelka. It reminded me of a Didier Drogba, bro. Like, the way he took it and gracefully just slotted it in that corner was fantastic. And that's what I want to see from my center forward. Is he an out and out center forward? No. But that is what I want to see from my striker. Be ruthless in front of goal. Take your chances. Be clinical. And he took the chance. He got us to 2-2. Now, there was a few other opportunities in the second half. Sorry, guys. Video randomly cut off. I'm recording on my phone this morning. Don't have a lot of space upstairs to do it on my computer. But that's what I just want to see from my team. The fight back, the know-how, the want to actually perform, and backing your manager in terms of performances and doing what he's asking, in a sense. So, again, Chelsea draw 2-2, still fourth on the table. I don't believe anybody can actually jump us in the table after this weekend. So it looks like we're going to be staying in fourth. Aston Villa next weekend should be an interesting game. They're in form. They play Man United. They're hosting Man United. So we'll see what happens there. But again, Chelsea draw 2-2. Thank you all for watching. Like the video, sub, bell notifications, turn those on. I'll probably try to get a video out later today. If not, I will get one up tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Like, sub, bell notifications. Get in the comments, get engaged. Thoughts about the game. No Filter Chels. I'm Jason. I'm out. Peace.